thought that the best ways to enact systemic change is through joy and carnival. Drag is carnival. It is over the top, it is loud, it is joyous, it is laugh-filled, and it is in moments where people on the margins are handed just a little bit of power, and when they hold on to that power for longer than it was intended, things happen. Our prayer statement here is that we are a place where absolutely everyone can experience God's love. And hearing that made me feel at home because here we can celebrate everyone for who they are, fully for who they are, and I see that as divine. Penny's ministry, it's more of creating spaces and planting seeds of change in people's lives, so people who have been told they're unreachable, and just say, you are reachable, you are good, you are perfect, you are holy. And in Isaac's ministry, it is, in the church, my work is much more mundane. I stitch services together. I tore out a ceiling a couple weeks ago in our sanctuary. Happy Pentecost! My name is Miss Pentecost. Divided tongues of fire appeared among them, and the tongue rested on each of them. All of them were filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in other languages, as the Holy Spirit gave them the ability. I ask that the Holy Spirit wash over the words of this sermon, so that justice may drip from every letter, love may linger on every comma, and grace may swell in every space. A video of me leading a prayer in drag went viral in the Methodist world, and then hate just started immediate. There was a time when I would not be here in the church by myself because it was just scary, and so that was really hard. And yet, there was also touch points of hope and joy. The United Methodist Church is my home, it's my family, and I care about our connection. It's about a story of a woman who sacrifices her privilege and her place in life, her comfort, in order to enact great change, in order to stop harm and injustice. I have a duty to use my privilege to do what change I can, no matter if it's uncomfortable or not. It's a divine duty that we all have. I talk about my journey and I talk about a hope. So I talk about the past, the present, and the future, and what all that can be.
Isaac also feels passionate about supporting people in small towns. So I don't think he feels like, well, I must be on a coast and with my people. I think he feels a passion for serving where he's been raised. I'm so excited to see not only Isaac, but all the 23-year-olds I know going into ministry and how they're going to shift the way all our faith communities look.
I don't believe I'm going to be preaching in drag. I do not want to wake up every single Sunday morning and get into drag and preach because it takes 3 hours to get into it. So it's a very early morning.